Welcome back, everybody. Elder Wolf MTG here. Super excited to jump into a Premier Limited draft for Bloomburrow, my first one here. We'll go over real briefly the different archetypes that are here in Bloomburrow. This will be my first time to play any of the set. Your blue-white, you get Birdfolk birds, and they bring the bonuses. Cast flyers who airdrop buffs on your non-flying creatures, so you want some mixture of flying and non-flying creatures to truly take advantage of the cards in this pairing. Demeter colors are Rat Folk, so you want to slow down your opponent with strong blockers and removal, and then fill up your graveyard to unlock your Rat's threshold abilities. And so there's several unblockables when you hit threshold, which is having 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Lizard Folk is where basically you have artifact synergies. I've seen a lot of Lizard Folk being just straight damage, where you deal damage, and so it'll be interesting to see that what the artifact synergies are here, because of the few matches that I've seen online, it's been more about just aggressive aggro damage. Raccoon Folk, ramp up your mana early, you cast raccoons, and then when you spend, they have the expend ability. When you spend 4 or more mana, a lot of your raccoons get bonuses when you expend 4 mana in a turn. Rabbit Folk, this is the go wide deck, the green-white, where you have tons of tokens that you can go wide and do lots of things with. So lots of things for tokens. The Bat Folk, this is the lose life, gain life deck with lots of bats, which has flyers. So yeah, it's an interesting archetype. Otter Folk is your blue-red spells deck, which has prowess and various things that you love to do. Squirrel Folk, this is the forage ability, which is new in Bloomburrow, where when you put cards, or you have cards in your graveyard, you can take 3 of them and exile them as a forage, or just sacrifice a food for forage abilities. So that's a super interesting one. And then Mouse Folk, this is a very aggressive, as Boros should be, with mice, where they have the Valiant ability. And so when you target one of your creatures with a spell or an ability like an equipment or a creature ability, then their Valiant trigger hits. This can get crazy pretty quick. I've seen some crazy mice decks online. And Frog Folk is the blink, where you they exile and come back. So a lot of enter the battlefield effects for the frogs. So lots of fun mechanics. So let's go ahead and enter, and I'll come back to the video once we get a full table. Okay, here we go, everybody. Our first one is Flood Caller, 3 mana 2/2 flash. And you may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. That's always good. So sorceries become instant, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, your birds, frogs, otters, and rats get +1/+1 until end of turn, and you untap them. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. That's a good one. Wix Patrol, 6 mana 5/3. When it enters, mill 3, and when you do, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the greater mana value among cards in your graveyard. Good graveyard synergy for sure. Herbalist, whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1 until end of turn. If that creature is a token, it also gains Death Touch, so that's great for your token deck. This is, yeah, a good value land for the white deck. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the Flood Caller. That's a great card for blue-red spells, and so I would be willing to go down that road if that's what's flowing. Sonar Strike. I have lots of cards here. Not going to have time to read them all. Let's see. There's 3 mana for 3 1/1s. That's really good. Here's one for the Threshold deck. It's interesting. That's a great card drawer at the end of the day. Here is the blue-red Signpost card. Do I want to take that? Just a second pick? I'm not sure about second pick. What's another good one? Tree Guard Duo is great. For the green deck, I might be willing to go that and stay open. Though the Shoreline Looter for Threshold is a very good. This is a great set of removal. Removal should be taken highly. I think I will take the removal highly. That is a very powerful removal spell. We'll see what comes back on the other side, but this also does go with the Flood Caller pretty well. So yeah, I'm going to take the Feed the Cycle pretty highly. Let's see, what else do we have here? Surveil 2, then draw 2, you lose 2 for sorcery speed. You may mill 2 cards. That's for the green-black deck. Splash Slasher. That's a good one. Lockdown. Offspring for 6 mana. You can lock down 2 with the stun counter. Mouse Trapper. Becomes the target of a spell or ability you control. Tap target creature and opponent controls. And it does have flash. Starforged Sword. Equip 3 is expensive. +3/+3 and loses flying. That's an interesting one. Mind Spiral. Target player draws 3 cards. If the gift was promised, tap target creature. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. I think I would go with the Splash Slasher. That's a good one. Still stays on color. Yeah, Pearl of Wisdom would be good to get back as well. Whoa, what is this? Relentless Rats. Each other creature named Relentless Rats. That's an interesting one. Not really what we're wanting in terms of what our deck wants. Saber's a great removal. That's a fun one just to have, though. I'm tempted to take it just for that. When Bandit's Talent enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land. They lose 2 life. That's an interesting... This is great removal. This is an okay card. I'm going to go ahead and take the Saver. Removal is so premium, and it's hard to get that as time goes on. We get some interesting green that's wheeling around. We also have the counter for +1/+1. Bellowing Crier for cycling for a 2-drop is not bad. Splash Portal. That's a good protection. Bird Frog. Otter. I have an otter and a frog. It's an uncommon, but we have Hivespine Wolverine. That's such a... I might go... The Wolverine is just such a good card. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stay open here in the green to see what happens over time. Let's see... As long as you 7 or more, Mind Drill, +3/+0, and you can Surveil when you want. It's not bad. Drew Drop Cure, return up to 2 target creature cards, eat with mana 2 or less from your grave to battlefield. The gift was promised. Instead, return up to 3 target creature cards. That's a pretty good one. Pearl of Wisdom is really good for us. Waterspout Warden. It's okay. That's definitely focused. I'm going to go ahead and go Pearl of Wisdom here. All right, another Splash Slasher and another Angler. That's interesting. Run away together. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. Splash Slasher is good, though. I think I'm going to do one more of these. It looks like I'm locking in pretty heavy blue. And let's see what we come back with. Fountain Port Bell is great for fixing and then drawing. Let's see. This is the Squirrel Forage deck. It's not exactly where I'm headed. I think I might cut off the blue signal here. Create a food token. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and go Blue Hermit here. What do we have? Thought Shucker. It's okay. It's not great. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets plus Death Touch. That's for the token deck. That's kind of a signpost. The token deck might be open. I'm going to go ahead on the double black and take here. Okay, this one wheel. That's actually a good sign for the Threshold deck. So maybe that is where I want to be, is the Threshold deck, because this is a key one for the Threshold. All right, Mind Spiral's coming back. It's a 5 mana sorcery versus 3 mana. I'll take the first Mind Spiral. Yeah, okay. Looks like I might have found the lane of blue. Looks like blue is going to be really open coming back the other direction. Paw Patch Recruit. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a 1 counter on target creature you control. Other than that, yeah, that's a great one, but not for us. Not where we're headed. Calamitous Tide. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Draw 2 cards and discard. It's pretty powerful. Spellgyre. This is a little bit more reasonable for where we want to be. I don't want to also top or bottom of the owner's lab. This is more interaction. Maybe one of these two will wheel. I'd like some more interaction first. I don't see a great... maybe the Soothsayer will wheel as well. I'm looking for maybe a Soothsayer, Spellgyre, Calamitous Tide to wheel here. I like the interaction here. Okay, what is this? Downwind Ambusher. When it enters... Yep. Yeah, that's actually not bad. A Skunk Assassin. Not many skunks in this format, but that's a good one with the blue-black theme that we're going. It's the mill. Not looking for that. That's another one, but I think I'd rather have the Downwind Ambusher here. And maybe the downdraft would wheel the other direction. See what, so that's the one that steals if you have lizards. That's also probably a good one to have. Oh, that's actually got another one to draw a card and create a food token. That's pretty good for green. But yeah, I'm going to go and go the Ambusher here. Looks like we're going blue-black most likely. Okay, what do we have here? Eludes the shoreless sea. Each equal number of islands. Put a flood counter on target land. If it's an island, counter on it. It's more constructed. Target opponent exiles a card from their hand. This cast from the graveyard. Draw a card. I like that quite a bit, actually. What else do we have for us here? There's another Starlit Soothsayer, flyers. Yeah, not really much. Polywallop is good for the blue, but I'm going to go ahead and go Ruthless Negotiation. Wick the World Mine. Another rat you control enters. I could splash a red for this. I'm not against that. Clement. Whenever Clement or another creature you control enters, return up to 1 target creature you control with lesser mana. So it's great for the blink. It's not exactly where we're going. There's another Saver, Stargaze. Ooh, that's a good one. Feed the Cycle is so good. I'm going to go ahead and take Wick, though. Let's see. Portent. Reveal the top X for each card type. You may reveal. Exile a card of that type from up, put the rest in your graveyard. You may cast a spell from among the exile cards without paying it if you exiled for a spell. It's a good one. For sure. Thoughtstalker. This is the discarder. How many creatures do I have right now? I've got 11. Not terrible. There is... I don't really care for the Thoughtstalker. What's my curve look like? Probably could use some more 2-drops, though. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do Portent. Nocturnal Hunger. Yeah, that's a great removal spell. I will take it. Great removal spell. So I'm getting lots of good interaction for removal. Okay, here we go. Moonstone Harbinger, 1/3, flying Death Touch. Whenever you gain or lose life during your turn, bats and gain Death Touch. I don't have a lot of lose life or gain life. I'd be willing to try Bandit's Talent out. Let's go ahead and give that a good shot. Dazzling Denial could be good. Let's see, Scales. If you each lizard, I don't have really lizards, do I? No, I do not. So that's not where we want to be. I'm surprised that Polywallop is going so late here. There's the Calamitous Tide. There's also the Soothsayer. Do I need another 6 mana? I don't. I think I'm going to go with the Flyer. 2/2 for 3. 3/2 Death Touch for 3. Sure. Let's see, another Soothsayer or a Moonrise Cleric. It's interesting that I'm actually, I think I'm going to take another Cleric here. Okay, we are black-blue for sure. What is this? Thornfount Forger, 2 mana, 2/2. Okay, yeah, this is the Ramper Squirrel. Yeah, for Squirrel cards specifically. There is the Mentor, but that's black-white. Light Shell Duo, this is Prowess. Probably want to go in and get that. Maybe one of these will wheel. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to get the Light Shell Duo. The Clifftop Lookout is excellent for ramp, as well as for the Blink Frog deck, which is fun. I would love to draft that one day, but I think I'm supposed to pick the Light Shell Duo for us here. I need to lower my curve a little bit. I need to be on the lookout for some 2-drops that are really key. Runaway Together is a good one. Good interaction. What do we have here? Helga, Skittish. Recast a creature spell with mana value 4 or greater. You draw a card, gain a life. That's yeah, interesting. Not for us though. Wow, another recruit. Splash Portal. I think I will take Splash Portal now, actually. All right, we're looking for a few more low-cost creatures to lower our curve. We can do another Soothsayer, just go Flyers. That is all we're kind of getting here. Man, it looks like green was pretty open. Castrol, 4/5 Flyer. Whenever one or more birds you control do a combat, you can choose one. You made a bird card. Yeah. On each. That's super powerful. Do I have any birds? I have no birds whatsoever. I think I'll just do that just to have some Otterball antics. Create a blue 1/1. Yeah. That could be good. That's a good 2-drop actually for a creature. Consumed by Greed. Target opponent's extra creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. If a gift was promised, then return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's also incredibly good. I need some 2-drops, don't I? Goodness gracious. That's a tough choice. 3/3 Flyer for 5 versus Leaf Splash, Bench Formation. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to the Glyvline Duo. A little bit more top end. Lilypad Village. It's a 2-drop. I need a 2-drop. Okay. Okay, here we go. There's Clement Wield. Eddie Merc Crab. Yeah, that actually could be really good for us. Top end, Mind Spiral. I've already got one of those, right? Yep. Pawn Prophet is also good. But this is good with all of our sorceries. Okay, good. Yeah. Good interaction. I will definitely take that. Okay, we've got great interaction. No doubt about that. Do I splash the Mentor? Maybe. Or do I just stick with 3/3 Flyers? Maybe. Maybe we'll splash it. I'll take a look. Moonrise Cleric. That actually gives me more Credence to attack. Yeah. Okay, 3 of those. Wow. We actually ended up getting a decent amount of like flyers and bats. This is going to be an interesting put together because we have some good blue, but we never really got the payoffs on like the prowess type. So let's take a look at what we got here. All right, let's get rid of all of the cards for the moment. All right, definitely not doing the Wolverine. I'm going to take away, put this to the side, the Starseer Mentor. Okay, what are we doing here? We have a total of 6 instants, 8 sorceries that we can choose from, which is a good selection. Great interaction. I love the Splash Lasher. Duo is okay. I love the interaction here. I'm not so sure about the Mind Spiral. I'm not so sure about the Crab. How many rats do we have? 6? So 5 other ones other than this one? It's a great card if I can get that to kick off here. Okay, so Splash Portal, maybe. Ruthless Negotiation. Yeah, I like that one. It's a great late game card as well. Portent of Calamity. It's a great value card for sure. All right, I want to keep the interaction. Maybe I don't focus on control an otter. How many otters do I have? 2? So that's not, basically Pearl of Wisdom is going to be a 3 mana draw 2 most of the time. Yeah, it's a good one. 3/2 Death Touch, good. Clog up the board. Surveil 2, then draw 2, you lose 2. So what is our removal? We have Nocturnal Hunger. Let's see. We have Savor. We have Feed. Let's read our side. Got several discard mechanics here too. Dire Downdraft. I got Splash Lasher. Okay. I feel like these have to stay in. I think we can get rid of this one. Dazzling Denial. Maybe not. I like these clerics. I almost want to do the Starseer man because okay, how many ways do we have of losing? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Question is it worth it? 6. heavy, heavy black, isn't it? Maybe I keep it that way. Surveil 2. So how many rats do I have now? 4. Yeah, this actually makes the splashing for the enter not as good. Maybe I take out whirl and instead splash the mentor. All right, I think I'm going to kind of more focus on some threshold here. I think we'll take away this. All right, let's see here. This is always the tough part of focusing in on a new set. These are great, obviously, in late game. It's 2/4 blocker. Basically, it's a 2/4 vigilance. That's a good blocker that is unblockable. Otterball Annex, Shoreline Looter. So I need 7 cuts. 7 cuts. Maybe one of these can go because I'm not focused on... Maybe all of them can go. These are just 2/2 flyers for 3. These are 2/3 flyers for 3 with higher upside, but they cost more black. It's a good top end. That's a good top end. Splash Portal is good with that. Splash Slasher is a great lockdown, especially later. So 5 more. One, two, three, four, 5. I want 5 interactions. Maybe one of the lashers can go. All right, 4 more cuts. How many creatures do I have? 14. Oh, it's got to be spells then. Non-creatures. I need to keep 14 creatures, so maybe it is one of the dire drafts. Maybe it's the dire site. One of my creatures is kind of a spell, so maybe at 15 creatures I can cut 1. I actually like Psychic Whirl here and Bandit's Talent. Three cuts, and it needs to be spells. What's my curve? Yeah, I definitely need 17 lands, no doubt about that. Okay, How do I win? Eddie Merc Crab is in game, locking people down. The Splash Lasher is in game for locking people down. I have 3 flyers here. I have 4 flyers, so I have flyers in the air. Do I take away one of these because they're not really that good? So I take away one of those. I need all of this removal. Maybe I take away Ruthless Negotiation, though I really enjoy the concept of removing cards with flashback and drawing a card later in the game. I think actually Mentor with the Moonrise Clerics is worthy of splashing. Do I have any way to fix? And the answer to that is I do not have any way to fix at all. And I need early blue and early black pretty heavy. But it is a good, in theory, splash, but I'm not sure what I would get rid of for it. Maybe Ruthless Negotiation. This doesn't really win me the game. It's a value card. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see what lands they suggest. Two, 7, 8. I have about equal blue, black. I think that's probably right. Okay, let's see how we do in the first round. Okay, first opponent is harmless. Let's kind of hope that is the case. Let's see. All right, we've got 2 black sources, which is great. Feed the cycle. Oh, well, we've got some good interaction. Yeah, pretty decent looking hand. Okay. Let's see, what do I exile? My removal? Probably not. I think in this situation I do one of the clerics. Okay, well, there you go. Was rewarded in getting my 3rd cleric back. Okay, this attack. It's life again. That's a great card, and it doesn't even matter with my -2, -2. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get my flyer online. I'm not gonna block. I want to win this race. If they had like the Death Touch or Indestructible or anything like that, or not Indestructible, but they are definitely coming out pretty aggressive here. Consumed by Greed was a good one. I really wanted to pick that one up. No, I am not blocking. Same thing. They just got all kinds of removal here, don't they? Let's see. I think... Yeah, I think we have to. Straight up removal. Removal. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to think a lot. There's the new cards here. This is where the Mentor is a dead card until I get one of my 2 planes. So it's doing 3, 4 to me. Is this instant? That's a sorcery speed. Yeah, this is not looking good for me. This opponent had a really synergistic deck here for sure. God, this is tough. This is tough. Alright, this allows me to at least potentially block. Yeah, here they come. They're just doing the nuts draws here. My goodness. It's unbelievable. I mean, my opponent has just drawn so well. Like, almost like the perfect draw. What's crazy is that I had, what was it, 3 Moonrise Clerics, and they all got destroyed, which is just insane. I think I'm dead actually next turn. Yeah, this is it. I mean, they have me dead to rights because they do 3 damage in the air and then 3 damage from the Blade Assassin. Yeah, that was a good looking deck right there. That is a powerful black-white flyer deck. Oh, they missed it. They had me dead to rights. Oh. I'm dead next way, right? Well. Yeah, I don't need the white now. It's already exiled. There we go. And that is a game. Yeah, that just nuts draws right there. That's amazing. That's an incredibly good looking game. Yeah, they had me dead on board in the turn before that. Okay, well, that was a fast loss right out of the gate. Yeah, it's one of those things that, I mean, I had 3 flyers that was gaining life when they attack in the turn, and there were 3 removals back to back to back. That's not going to happen very often. But yeah, that one's a little bit frustrating just because I did draw my 3 flyers, was able to play my 3 flyers, and I exiled 1. Anyway, yeah, frustrating loss, but let's go to the next one. Okay, Looks like a pretty decent hand again. I got a cleric. Got some card draw. Another swamp. Okay, looks like the forage deck, potentially. I will do the Moonrise Cleric first. Let's see what our opponent has. Yeah, this is the, oh, got the mana ramper. Not expecting to have quite as much removal back to back to back in this match. It's always possible, of course. They have potentially 4 mana if they play a land. I think next turn the plan. Oh, they are 3 color. Okay. Bravekin Duo. Okay, that can become a 4/3 as long as it controls a token. No reach. This is a 2/2, so I could block the Overseer potentially. But then I can also just gum up the board with the Splasher. It's probably the best thing to do, just to get some presence on the board. Alright, so let's do that. This keeps them from attacking in the current board state. They'll be going after the Moonrise Cleric with any removal, presumably. So green and black have access, obviously, to destroy, to fight spells. White has access to the enchantment that just removes the creature from the battlefield until it leaves. Lots of opportunities for removal based on the colors my opponent explained. Sinister Monolith. At the beginning of combat, each opponent loses a life and gain a life. That's a great enabler for the black-white. And then you can pay 2 life and sacrifice it to draw 2 cards at sorcery speed. Yeah, it's a great pinger. Let's see what the opponent does. Okay, I'm just going to go forward. Slow road to victory here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and flash in the Flood Caller here. They're going to pump up which one is the question. Okay. Comes a 3/4. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take a hit here because I can swing back with the Lasher. Yeah. Ooh. It's tough. They will probably take away Portent, is my guess. That Menace is going to be frustrating. No, they took the downdraft. Okay, they took away the interaction. Just pay 2 life there. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. Birds, frogs, otters, and rats. That would come 3/3. Okay, that helped out quite a bit. Now we have a 1/4 vigilance. Yeah, next turn I'm planning to important. In a way, I hope I draw an island because then I can stargaze. Look at twice X. So 6 cards. Put 6 cards from among them in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life. Put 3 cards from among them into your hand and you lose 3 life. Okay. I mean, a good card. Risky given their current situation. I don't think they're going to attack this turn, yeah. Okay. Remember my sorcery, I can do this as flash, and this is also a rat. Yeah, so let's swing out with everything. And I can... go portent for 4. Actually, they're going to block like this. I will... So, die, bounce. Sure. Do I mill 2? I think that I do. Perfect. Thing is, I can still cast Portent if I want to unblock. And now they're in a kind of a world of hurt. Even though they have quite a bit of cards. So they're going to have access to 6 mana this turn. Yeah, the Moonrise Cleric has been great. Again, flyers, no reach on the opponent's side whatsoever. Yeah, the Footcaller is great. This has been incredible just because of the ability and threat. Gift a card. Reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card. You may cast that card. Okay, well... let's see. There we go. Land. Okay, now they have 3 mana. Okay, excellent. Yeah, that was the power of the flowers. That makes you feel a little bit better. Yeah, that first match we just got into a buzzsaw of removal and perfect draws. We'll take that win, and we'll go to the next one. Let's see. We have interaction, but nothing else. I think I'm gonna have to mulligan that hand. Keep 6 and discard swamp. I don't want to go down to 5. I think I'll do Portent for 3 pretty quick here, or 2 rather. Or 2 or a 3/3. So we have another blue-black. Oh, wow. Okay. They're going to just level up. Wow, this opponent is just doing all in. This is a good enabler. Yeah, really good Gossip's Talent. I like that one a lot. Are they gonna counter this one? Looks like it. No. Okay. See, I'm not too sad about that. Let's see what the opponent chooses to do here. Okay. I'm assuming they got more discard effects, so I just gotta start holding. Yeah, that's okay. So Veil 1 here. Yeah, it's unfortunate they countered that one. They were obviously looking. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and block. That's a free attack on their part, right? Alright, we're going to try to overwhelm them with flyers and the life gain from my flyers. The problem with these enchantments, as you can see, is that 4 mana that spends their whole turn, basically. I'm not worried about the life loss here, so I will not block on this one. They might have their own skunk, and I don't want to threaten that. So they might spend their whole turn here trying to level up. That's what they're considering. Okay, yeah, that's one of the things about those enchantments. Like, I'm not even going to... I mean, they're dead on board. Well, almost. They're going to get a resolve. So I'm not playing any more cards out at this point. They're going to have to deal with my flyers and even the Lasher itself as a 3/3. is something that they're going to have to deal with. So if they attack here with their Blade Assassin, it's not worth it for them. They really need to hold it back. I'm feeling better and better at our situation here. Okay, that's what I thought. They're not going to... Yeah, that's actually really good as well. This is instant, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what they do here. Sure. Yeah, I think this is probably over. They're probably going to scoop at this point. I'm not sure what they can have. Great idea from the opponent, but just not enough mana to really enable this when you've got someone that has a better board presence. You can see that I had better board presence there than the opponent. And again, the flyers are starting to come through, which is what I was expecting when building the deck, that the flyers are going to come through. Oh well, got a mythic. Kellen the Kid out of the reward. I'll take that. Hey everyone, since last match I've come in and thought about the deck, and I've made just a couple of changes. I actually have brought in the Light Shell Duo, and I have taken out the Downwind Ambusher. I think with the prowess it's a little bit better, and then I took out Bandit's Talent and put in Ruthless Negotiation. I think that's a better switch, given that we need one more sorcery just with what we have in the deck. And so we're going to try it like this. Again, just a couple of changes. We're going to keep everything as is, so we'll jump into the next match. Next opponent is Chapirix. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Oof. 3 blacks, a bunch of blue. We're on the draw. We don't have anything but a 3-drop. Well, if they're red-white, we're probably going to lose, but I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand. We don't have a lot of 2-drops. The swamp is not what we wanted to see. Looks like we have blue-white flyers. Wow. Okay, that is definitely not what we wanted to see. 2 swamps is not... they're not the cards we want to see in this one whatsoever. So this is a bat bird. The duos are 2 different creature types in one. Looks like we will have the blue-white flyers. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the Dagger Fang. Let's see if they counter. I will decline. That is more for the squirrel deck. So this is really just a 3/2 Death Touch in my deck. There is another flyer. Gain life. Now this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Let's go ahead and attack because I can't block. Let's see what they end up exiling. Probably a land. That is correct. And then we still hold Feed Cycle. I really would rather not use that on a 3/3 flyer, but I might. The thing is, if I'm going to do that, I need to do that this turn. Let's see what my opponent has. I guess the good news is that I can Essence Chandler. I definitely need to kill that. That doesn't have haste though. Yeah. That is definitely going to die. Good card. Rare. Sorry, I need to click on that just so that we can become more familiar. 2 mana, 2/1. As long as you lost life this turn, it has flying and vigilance. And whenever you gain life, put a counter on it. And when it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. That is the problem. So I'm going to actually hold up this and wait for blocks. That is so useful. So what can we do? I think we hold. I can actually lock down. One more land and I can do the lockdown both ways. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up here. See if I can block the channeler. And then kill whichever one they want to move the counters on. Oh, they're not even going to come, are they? Okay. Okay, how do I want to play this? They are going to hit me for 4 in the air. I can kill the Seed Pod Squire. And I still have 2 mana up, which doesn't help. Yeah, I think I have to do this now. Untap. That's pretty brutal. That is pretty brutal. Yeah, this could be a quick loss here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use our food. I think we have to do the lockdown at this point. So we're gonna lock this one down. And then we're gonna lock down the Essence Channeler. And then I need to attack. I've got to be somewhat aggressive. I'm not going to win. What do they have? 4/3. Oh, they have the Sonic. Nope. Parting Gust. Brings it back. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is just destroying me here. So I need to have downdraft. This is not flash. I need to 2/2. That's a 6 mana for both. I have to have that. So maybe I do just I think we have to do it this way, unfortunately. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm pretty much dead to removal in the air. Block here. Chump here. Jump here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is block the Life Creed Duo. Try to trade the Dagger Fang for the Channeler. Okay, let's see what they do. Okay. Oh, do they have a removal spell? If they have interaction here, I'm almost dead. Not quite. I'm not dead on board. Yeah, they're thinking about it. That's exactly what I was going to do to them. That definitely changes things. I will put that on top. Okay, so we will block here. I obviously cannot block the flyer. So yeah, we go down to 1. Is that what I want to do? Or do I... The thing is I want to return after the counters are taken, and I have 2 flyers coming next turn. That's tough. But I can't do 2 counters, and I can get rid of that. I have to wait. I have to go down to 1. Yeah, I should have done that to save 4 life. So I have 2 chumpers, and we need some top decks pretty badly. All right, so chump here. Definitely gonna need some interaction here. What does that do? That gives me X for... six. Let's see here. With 3/3 and a 3/4. Choose up to 3. Oh man. Reveal the top X for each card type. So creature, instant, and land. I needed to hit like a different card type. Oh, I think I'm dead, right? And we are dead. Okay, that was a terrible game for us. Yeah, the player just had flyer, interaction, and now we're down to 2 and 2. So yeah, not too happy about that one. Made a mistake on not saving 4 life there because they chose correctly the other one. But yeah, let's go into the next one. Next opponent is Red Jenna. Pretty appropriate avatar there. Okay, so we have... I'm telling you, we are not getting too many. I guess we got a few 3-drops here. Got interaction, 3-drop. These are pretty tough, but yeah, go first. I will keep. Okay, we have 2 swamps. which is good because we need that for our Moonrise. So another black-white deck, and we will do a 2/3 Moonrise. Okay, Mouse Bard, untap target non-land permanent when it attacks. Very good. So basically, it kind of for itself is a 3/3 Vigilance. First strike lifelink, that is an incredible card. No blocks here. Do I want to cast this? That is tough. 2, that makes it down to 3, 5. If I do both Nocturnal Hunger and Otterball Antics, yeah, I might want to do that. Just so I can get the Eddie Mark Crab out in a couple of turns. Okay, we're going to keep Nocturnal Hunger open here, take some damage. I probably will kill the Stoat. Let's see what they do. I'm going to go ahead and lose 2 life, so I'm going to take 5 here. And let's see what... Okay, that really helps us out quite a bit. So let's go ahead and do... And we'll do the life. And we'll do the Shoreline Looter as well. Okay, perfect. So next turn I have Eddie Mark Crab. It has Flash. Alright, so this is actually going to be really good. No blocks. Go down to 11. Alright, our opponent is actually... missing lands. I think I go ahead and do this now. That's kind of funny, isn't it? I think we have to take away the Clive duo. That way we can get our Starseer. Oh, no, they found another card. Our opponent is definitely hurting here for lands, and so that's unfortunate for them. They're probably going to discard a card here, which, I mean, still, hey, they're discarding a card. Psychic Whirl. There is a land. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, so I can give 2 of my creatures flying. Oh, there's the Fell. Such a good card. I know it's sorcery speed, but still such a good card. No blocks here. So do I win by destroying that? Not quite. But I will give flying. No, not yet. Actually, okay, lots of lethal threats on the board. They can attack, but unless they have 8 damage, I think it's over with. So yeah, happy to get 3 wins, at least with this deck. Yeah, there's the food. No blocks. Okay, we will take it. We will take the win. Our opponent just didn't get lands, so, but I will definitely take that. Into the next one we go. Next opponent, the Magic Man. All right, getting some silver players now. Let's see what we have. White, basically we have 3 drops, 2 drops. Yeah, next I will have to do the Fountain Port Bells next time. Ooh, that's not a good sign for us. That is an aggro looking deck with that enabler on rabbits. Yeah, it is the rabbit. Yeah, not having a good mana base balance here is hurting us for sure. And go and get decline that. What is this one? Put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. 2/3 reach. So they have 3 colors. Okay. Oh well. Was maybe not what they were expecting. And how do they crew this? Tap 2 untapped tokens and it becomes an artifact creature. And you pay 3 to put there. So I am basically hoping they do 2 untapped creatures or tokens. Untapped tokens. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold up Nocturnal Hunger here. See if they come out with something. I'm not caring about that. Yeah, we'll take another hit here. It's fine. Boy, this is rough. This is rough. Take one more set of hits, I think. Hoping they play something more meaningful. This is really, really rough. I might end up doing it. Yeah, they're spreading the love around, so to speak. Yeah, we're gonna take one more set of hits here. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to cast it this time. Don't like that. We're gonna wait to see whatever they do here. I think we have to gift the food. That could have been a mistake. We'll find out in a minute. I really, really need an island very badly. Okay, well, that is something. Another island would be good. Yes. I will take that. I think we're going to go ahead and attack with the fish. Our opponent has been flooding out. We just haven't gotten our colors. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So now they can... Man, I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So here it comes. Let's see if they see the play. There's the fell. Oh, man. They see it. Yeah, this is a sad match to lose. And this is really on my drafting of not getting the right mana base down to 1. So what can I do here? Tap of the 2 target creatures. It's not a creature. 2 target permanents or creatures. That's so here's, I think we chump the tumbler with the fish. If they have removal, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. I mean, they're bound to get something a little bit better right on their draws. Okay, doesn't have haste. It's definitely a problem, though. I could double block. I'm not sure if that's right. Oh, there's swords to plowshares in this. Okay. Well, we're not dead because of the life gain. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. Attack, I downdraft, plus 1 less. So that's 3. I have 7. So that leaves me 4. Well, not dead yet. But we're very much on our back foot here. Sure. They're going to put it back on top. And another one. Okay. What else can we do here? I should have kept that for cycling. That was a big mistake on my part. We have 8 and we have 6, 6, 8. I mean, yeah, I should have kept that for cycling. It's pretty bad on my part. Let's see what we can get. Otter Ball Antics. I guess that would make sense to put that there. Creature's power 2 or less. So I have to jump here. Yeah, have to jump here. I take 1. Take 2 because I'll pump that. Oh, yeah, I'm actually dead, aren't I? Well, let's see if they see it. Yeah, because they're gonna update your class, make it a 3/3, and I can't block except with the 3/3, so they come in. They just attack with everything. Okay, that's going to be game. We were actually fairly close to stabilizing, but it was just the mana base really messed us up here, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, that was my fault on the draft. Need to draft better, that's for sure. Need to draft better. I'm glad that we got to 3 wins with this deck anyway, because it gives us 1,000 gems. That's the big leap that you want from 250 to 1,000. But yeah, we went 3 and 3. Definitely not a great deck, but my very first one. So I hope to do better the next time. But I hope you enjoyed the content. If you like it, yeah, please subscribe. Like the video, helps me out quite a bit. And I will be back very soon with some more Bloomburrow drafting content. Until next time, everybody. See you then.